As the famous saying in Okinawa goes, at 70 you are but children, at 80 you are merely a youth, and at 90, if the ancestors invite you into heaven, ask them to wait until you're 100, and then you might consider it. Okinawa is an island south of mainland Japan, containing some of the world's longest living humans. On average, men live until 84 and women until 90. There's also a very high concentration of people who are 100 or more. Even the oldest Okinawans are considered healthy and have the emotional, physical, and intellectual capacity to live and function independently. Those who study why the inhabitants of this island in the south of Japan live longer than people anywhere else in the world believe that one of the keys, in addition to a healthy diet, a simple life in the outdoors, green tea, and the subtropical climate, is the Ikigai that shapes their lives. Ikigai. Iki meaning to live, and gai meaning reason, or as we would say in English, your reason to live. Which is why in this video we'll be learning about Ikigai and the other things people of Okinawa do to live a long and happy life from the book of Ikigai, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life by Hector Garcia and Frances Miralles. Number 1. Follow your Ikigai. In the culture of Okinawa, Ikigai is thought of as a reason to get up in the morning. That is, a reason to enjoy life. Okinawans, especially the old ones, discovered that early on and can easily describe the why behind their daily life. They have a reason for getting up in the morning, which means they have something to live for. Ikigai is the philosophy that blissfully keeps them busy until the end of their days. Most of us from other cultures are confused. We follow a path that society has created for us, living by someone else's standards. We do many things all the time and don't really pay attention to our own deepest desires. We rarely find out our purpose and passions in life, and even if we do get close, we're all too often afraid to admit to them and to follow them. To find your reason or purpose, ask yourself these 4 questions. What do I love? What am I good at? What does the world need from me? And what can I get paid for? As we all know, your personal happiness relies on much more than simply having a career and getting a paycheck. Likewise, only doing things that you love or doing things you're good at is not enough to sustain you financially if you don't know how to turn it into a paying job. Hence, your Ikigai lies at the center of 4 interconnecting circles. Each of these elements helps contribute to your happiness. All 4 are crucial to your reason for being. Finding and embracing your Ikigai is one of the first steps to a long, happy life. Without it, you'll just wander through life holding on to material things, memories from the past or other people. You'll jump from one goal to another, from one daily task to the next, and you'll rarely know why you do all that. According to Psychology Today, individuals who believe their lives are worth living live longer. Number 2. Take it slow. Okinawa is known for its slow-paced life. Slow living is a lifestyle emphasizing slower approaches to aspects of everyday life. People here are passionate about everything they do, however insignificant it might seem. They have an important purpose in life. They have an Ikigai, but they don't always take it too seriously. They're relaxed and enjoy all that they do. They celebrate all the time, even the little things. Music, song, and dance are essential parts of daily life. We live in a world in which technology is continually invented that saves us time. We use that time to do more and more things, and so, somewhat counterintuitively, our lives become more hectic and fast-paced than ever. Life moves at such breakneck speed that it seems to pass us by before we can really stop to enjoy it. However, it doesn't have to be this way. A slower-paced life means making time to enjoy your mornings instead of rushing off to work in a frenzy. It means taking time to enjoy whatever you're doing, to appreciate the outdoors, to actually focus on whomever you're talking to or spending time with. Instead of always being connected to an iPhone or laptop, instead of always thinking about work tasks and emails, slowing down is a conscious choice and not always an easy one. but it leads to a greater appreciation for life and a greater level of happiness. Number 3. Don't fill your stomach. The mortality rate from cardiovascular disease in Okinawa is the lowest in Japan, and diet almost certainly has a lot to do with this. The Okinawa diet includes at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables each day of at least 7 types. Typical items include tofu, miso, bitter melon, seaweed, soy sprouts, peppers, and green tea. They rarely eat sugar, and if they do, it's cane sugar. The average daily intake of an Okinawan is only about 1,900 calories, significantly less than the average number of calories consumed by a typical American, especially those who are middle-aged. They also eat practically half as much salt as the rest of Japan, 7 grams per day compared to an average of 12. They practice this Confucian teaching called harahachibu, which instructs people to eat only until they're 80% full. There's a significant calorie gap between when an American says, "I'm full," and an Okinawan says, "I'm no longer hungry." This cultural practice of calorie restriction and mindful eating is part of the reason that Okinawa has a higher percentage of centenarians than anywhere else in the world. We too can make changes to our eating patterns or environment, enjoy food, and learn to eat only until we're 80% full, and put the secret of harahachibu into practice for improved health or for weight loss. Ways to get started include eating slowly. Eating faster results in eating more. If we slow down, we'll be mindful and be able to allow our body to respond to cues which tell us we're no longer hungry. Focusing on food. If you're going to eat, just eat. This way you'll eat more slowly, consume less, and savor the food more. Use small vessels. If you choose to eat on smaller plates and use tall, narrow glasses, your brain believes it's had more portions, and you're likely to eat significantly less without even thinking about it. Don't believe me? Look at the size of your plate next time you're at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you'll see they're a lot smaller than the ones in your kitchen cabinet. Number 4. Surround yourself with good friends. In small neighborhoods across Okinawa, friends meet for a common purpose, sometimes daily and sometimes a couple of days a week, to gossip, experience life, and to share advice and even financial assistance when needed. They call these groups their moai. The term originated hundreds of years ago as a means for a village's financial support system. Originally, moais were formed to pool the resources of an entire village for projects or public works. Today, the idea has expanded to become more of a social support network, a cultural tradition for built-in companionship. Traditionally, groups of about 5 young children were paired together, and it's then that they made a commitment to each other for life. As their second family, they would meet regularly with their moai for both work and play and to pool resources. Some moais have lasted over 90 years. Research shows that friends can affect your health even more than family, and people with the most friends tend to outlive those with the fewest by 22%. Keep in mind that this means real friends, not Facebook friends or Twitter followers. The key isn't to try to have tons of friends, because superficial, distant, and less than meaningful relationships will only lead to feelings of insecurity and loneliness, which will increase your risk of illness and death just as much as obesity, alcoholism, and smoking. The key is to have 3 or 4 really, really good friends that care for you the same way you care for them. The easiest way to develop close friendships is by thinking about what you can do that will help the people closest to you be happier, and then do it. Number 5. Smile. The Okinawans are very cheerful, and there's always a smile on their face. They believe it's good to recognize the things that aren't so great, but we should never forget what a privilege it is to be in the here and now in a world so full of possibilities. One of the secrets of their long life is smiling and having a good time. This cheerful attitude is not only relaxing, it also helps them to make new friends. There are no bars and only a few restaurants in Ogimi, but those who live there enjoy a rich social life that revolves around community centres. The truth is that it takes 46 muscles to frown and only 17 to smile. When we smile, we're happy or we've heard something funny. It occurs when we see a person that we love or win a competition. Smiling does more than just tell other people that you're happy. Besides the fact that it comes naturally, there are numerous other benefits to smiling. Smiling lowers the heart rate and reduces blood pressure while relaxing your body. A study from London University College stated that happy, cheerful people are 35% more likely to live longer. Smiling can help you make more money and move up the career ladder. It makes you appear more confident, professional, and self-assured. Those who smile at their colleagues and customers are more likely to get promoted, be approached with business ideas, or get a raise. People who smile seem more trustworthy and are rated higher in generosity and extroversion. So don't forget to take your smile with you everywhere you go.